When you go along to an event, you get lots of incredible ideas and insights. You leave motivated, inspired even. But why does that not always last? When you know what to do, why don't you do it? And when you do it, why don't you do it consistently? You'd think you're going to go back and implement the ideas, the end, but you don't. Why? It's because it's not what you think, it's what you believe in that counts.
I'm living in New York, but I'm originally from Dublin in Ireland. Sometimes when you listen to me talk, you might hear certain words that I pronounce incorrectly. And if so, I'm sorry, that's just because I have been living in New York for 3 years. Why do people believe in what they believe in? And how can I start to believe in the things worth believing in, including myself? Your brain's job is not to make you happy. Your brain doesn't care if you're happy. Your brain doesn't care if you're confident. Your brain's job is to keep you alive. And to do that, it's a prediction machine. Belief is an idea we feel certain about. Now, that word feel is the most important word in that sentence. And so often when we try to convince someone about something, what do? We try to pour on evidence. These are the 7 billion reasons why you should believe what I'm saying, not what you think. Does that ever work? No, what works is we need to change the way they feel. We need to make them want to believe something different.
He's one of the world's leading authorities on how to shape behavior through belief.
Joining us this morning, we have Owen Fitzpatrick.
Owen Fitzpatrick.
Owen Fitzpatrick.
Owen Fitzpatrick is a psychologist who has traveled to over 100 countries, including Afghanistan, North Korea, and Rwanda.
He's been a performance coach to Olympic athletes, billionaires, championship-winning teams.
Owen has authored 9 books on behavioral science, which have been translated into 21 languages.
Shared the stage with Sir Richard Branson, Seth Godin, among many others.
Millions have seen his online videos, including his viral poetic TEDx talk, Mind Control.
He's done so many different things in his life. He's like the Forrest Gump of behavioral psychology and neuroscience, and he's here to help us think differently about our mindset.
For thousands of years, the stories that we've been told about how the world works have created the beliefs that we hold dear. From magnificent movements to atrocious atrocities, the narratives that we buy into have become the very thing that has shaped reality. Artificial intelligence has provided us with all of the information we need. But real intelligence is your ability to be able to use that information to be able to impact and influence others. To me, the future belongs to those who've mastered the art of cultivating belief. This is what I call belief leadership.
Owen Fitzpatrick as a trainer is such an inspiring person.
You feel like he's speaking to you, even though there was 250 plus people in the audience.
One word comes to mind straight away, it's just phenomenal.
His storytelling abilities are remarkable, and the way that Owen uses comedy, I found myself laughing hysterically whilst absorbing this information that's just life-changing.
But we said bear, like, that's not what a bear looks like. What is a bear? I don't know what a bear looks like. It's a bear.
What comes across to me is his authenticity, his genuineness, as well as his vast wealth of experience and expertise.
Owen is a fantastic speaker, mainly because he speaks from the heart, but he backs it up with techniques and ideas to make it easy for the audience to implement.
We've written 7 books together, and not only will you learn from reading them, you'll learn from listening to them. He's a pleasure to listen to. I know I do it a lot.
Ideas don't lead to long-term change. It's your belief in the idea that leads to long-term change.
So many things happen in history, but all of them were as a result of belief. Beliefs are the cornerstone that has determined what has happened in our world.
You see, you don't change minds. You simply create the conditions so that others will change their own minds. You know where your time goes. You know where your money goes. You even know where your attention goes. But where does your belief go? Belief leadership is a methodology that allows us to cultivate belief in other people. It does so through what we call the scaled framework. And this is about, first of all, externally, the stories that we're told by others and ourselves. It's about the community or culture we surround ourselves with. And it's also about the actions or habits that we engage in regularly. Internally, it's about what happens in our heads, the logical reasoning we use to maintain the belief, the emotional reasoning we use, and also the driver desire that motivates us to want to believe in something. These 6 levers are the key to belief change.
You can take the stuff that he's teaching you and apply it to your life immediately.
I think Owen is one of the world's greatest modern minds. And I don't say that lightly. And what he does is he makes everybody believe that they can do it, but then show them how to do it uniquely. I mean, it's truly masterful.
Owen absolutely blew us out of the water. He had the entire room laughing and engaged and taking notes. He was the speaker that everyone was talking about the next day and in weeks after the event as well.
When your leaders become belief leaders, they get the ability to be able to cultivate belief and create real change by getting people to believe in something worth believing in. We're not in the business of changing minds. We're in the business of changing worlds. You better believe that you can believe better.
Owen Fitzpatrick is a legend. In fact, I learned before I left Texas that Chuck Norris actually has a picture of Owen in his wallet.